So we all want to eat healthier, be healthier, and since, you know, a lot of us can't do it with our diet, we like to take vitamins.
All right, vitamins. Dr. David Samadi is joining us again on Good Day New York. He is Vice Chairman of Urology at Mount Sinai Hospital. Thank you for being here. We are talking about vitamins this morning. You know, every now and then my mom would buy Flintstones chewable. Seriously, we'd take them for about a day and a half, 2 days. We'd finish them, and that was it for vitamins. That's my experience and knowledge of vitamins. Do you recommend taking a daily vitamin?
You know, I take a multivitamin every day myself.
What kind?
I take one multivitamin that has all the basics. It has vitamin A, B, C, and D, all the basic ones. But what I recommend is for men in their early 40s and 50s, when you're worried about enlarged prostate, inflammation is a big name for most of the cardiac disease of prostate. So think about the inflammation. In order to prevent it, and this is all prevention, we take a lot of lycopene. And lycopene, you find them a lot in tomato juice and tomato sauce and ketchup, which is very easy. And we can have it with the Italian diet. You get a lot of that. Zinc is very healthy for prostate. And obviously, other nutritions, such as selenium, for years was a big topic, but that hasn't played a big role. So think of lycopene and zinc. Those are good for healthy prostate. Then you think about healthy heart. What I take is usually flaxseed and fish oil in order to lower the triglyceride and reduce any kind of inflammation in the vessels. So those are very, very important. When you think
what form of the fish oil? What form is the fish oil?
Just the pill that I take. You know, it comes in a vitamin. CoQ10 is a big player for heart disease and reducing, again, your bad cholesterol and good cholesterol, the HDL. And obviously, vitamin D over the last decade has become a big celebrity vitamin for everyone.
Yeah, how much of that should you take?
Well, that's an excellent question because, you know, most doctors would probably recommend about 1,000 units. But I think somewhere in the range of 2,000 is the way to go. Now, where do you get your vitamin D? Mostly from the sunshine. And it's basically under your skin and exposure with the sun, you get enough vitamins. So the first thing is check your vitamin D. You know, Greg, this year with the winter, we've been indoor and we really haven't had much of the sun. So most people are a little sluggish, they're tired, they're fatigued. And that could be from the low vitamin D.
All right, get out and enjoy the sun. But wait a second, what about skin cancer? I mean, how much sun? How do you go about this?
Well, you need to protect your face and you need to protect your arms. That's where usually the high risk for skin cancer is. 20 minutes a day for 3 days a week is enough to get your vitamin D.
Can you get that just by being outside, like commuting to work, whatever? Or
that's exactly right, because you can generate a lot of vitamin D under your skin, so you don't want to overdo it, and that's like a big ticket. For a long time, we thought vitamin D is very helpful for just bone absorptions, but now there's a lot of studies that shows link between vitamin D and prostate cancer, breast cancer, and colon cancer, so you really want to measure it first, and if you're deficient, you want to supply that with vitamin D.
I mentioned this before you came on, kind of jokingly, but it's true. I do take gummy vitamins. I hate taking a pill form. Are those just as acceptable? I mean, it says on the back it's got everything in it.
It does.
Is that okay for me to take?
And it's very helpful. Yeah. But look, the bottom line is if you have healthy nutrition, you're eating healthy, you're exercising, you really don't need to take all these vitamins. Most of us, because of our lifestyle and the fact that obesity and the Western lifestyle, we're not getting enough nutrition. And I think these vitamins...
Enough nutrition?
Well, we're not getting enough minerals and nutrients, and as a result, we need to take these vitamins to supply some of our daily, nutrients that we need.
Dr. Samadi, how do you feel about cod liver oil? Cod liver oil.
Did you used to have
to take that?
Do you take
any of those?
We spilled it once in the house, and the place smelled for literally a year.
My mother's mother used to make her take it all the time. She said it was horrible. It was the worst memory of her childhood.
No,
that's no longer...
We're not recommending that to our patients.
Good.
No? Good.
Just checking.
Yeah, and all of this information is going to be on the site, so for all the dosage for the patients.
MyFoxNY.com, and thank you so much.
Great, thanks for having us.
See you.